In this week's episode of the Weekly Dab of Football, we need to talk about Neymar. The hell has this man been eating since he's been injured? Following after his fellow Brazilian R9 Ronaldo, I see. Right. Roll the intro. This is the Weekly Dab of Football, the best football show on the internet, and we're going to start this week's episode by going inside the Premier League. Yep, it is official. Jurgen Klopp has announced he is leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. This is amazing news for every Premier League fan except if you support Liverpool. But even those who don't support Liverpool can respect what Jurgen Klopp has accomplished in his Liverpool career, man. It's honestly been incredible. I mean, he's won the Prem, the Champions League, FA Cup. He's even won the Club World Cup with Liverpool. It's just going to be very nice to not have to go up against Jurgen Klopp because he is one of the greatest Premier League managers of all time. I'm sure this lady who has a Jurgen Klopp tattoo on her bicep isn't going to be too happy. And although this is inside the Premier League, this week was tons of FA Cup action, including this match right here against Newport County and Manchester United. Newport County came back to tie this thing up 2-2. Newport County currently sits 16th place in League 2. Manchester United would come back and win 4-2 thanks to a goal from Anthony, who would go on to celebrate that goal. And I know it's been a rough season for this man. Is it really necessary, though, to celebrate against a team in Football League 2 who is in 16th place? Like, was that necessary? Or FA Cup madness as Maidstone United took down Ipswich Town 2-1. They had 2 shots in total. They scored them both. Meanwhile, Ipswich Town had 38 shots and only scored 1. I would genuinely love to hear in the comments, is anyone an actual Maidstone United supporter? Please let me know what this club's all about, who they are. Yes, they were the first team ever from the 6th tier to reach the last 16 of the FA Cup, man. Absolutely magical. Look at what it means, man. Maidstone, I am pulling for you to win the FA Cup this year. I'm gonna do some research here. Apparently, Maidstone is, I guess, just outside of London. Small little town right here. I'll have someone watching from just somewhere around this town. Let me know in the comments. In other news, a Caribbean Cup final will be between Chelsea and Liverpool. As much as, you know, Chelsea have been memed, they are playing for a cup final, although it is the least important cup final in England. It's still a cup final. Come on, Chelsea, let's take down Klopp in his last season. Probably gonna lose, but, you know, a man could dream. Chelsea, I do need an explanation on this one right here. Why is this girl laying in bed watching a Chelsea match at Stamford Bridge? Yeah, I have zero context here, so I would love an explanation. Now, as of late, Chelsea's been making everyone fall asleep, so maybe this is just like a new initiative here at Stamford Bridge. It makes sense. I troll Chelsea way too much for being an actual fan of the team, man. It's kind of bad, honestly. And we're going to end inside the Premier League with this right here, coming from Craven Cottage, Fulham fans. Can we please get an explanation of what is going on here? Because, you know, this doesn't look good for you guys at all. Right, up next, let's go around the world. Now let's start with the round of 16 for the Asian Cup. As you know, we've been following this competition since its beginning. Here are the remaining teams. I've decided in this tournament I'm backing Tajikistan. Ranked outside the top 100 in the world, they did this right here to send them to the quarterfinals at a penalty shootout. Look at what it means, man. This is why you play football, man. It doesn't matter where you're ranked. It's all about 90 minutes. I can't wait to see the final teams that come out of that tournament and who wins. Stay tuned to see what happens. Oh, and we got the final 16 teams for the AFCON as well. I've decided that Cape Verde is my team for this tournament. We've talked about them loads as of late. This right here is Cape Verde. You can see, yes, they are like a small island country off the coast of Africa. I guess they're technically a part of Africa, but yeah, they're all the way over here. And the AFCON continues with some more absolutely incredible celebrations. Players doing, yeah, I don't know what that is, but everyone seems to be joining the AFCON. This would be the best image to describe the AFCON in a nutshell so far. Yet this actually happened during one of the matches. In other news around the world, this was Chicharito's introduction to joining Chivas, his boyhood club. He has returned to Mexico, no longer to be playing in the MLS, man. Packed stadium for his sort of reveal. Chicho, one of the most legendary Mexican football players of all time, has returned to Mexico. Yo, mad respect, man. Even as an American, you know, there's a big rivalry between us and Mexico. I personally love Chicha as a player. Got the honor to meet him actually a few months ago. Super nice dude as well. I can't wait to see him do big things, man, in Liga MX. Oh, this also happened over the past weekend. Inaki Williams got kicked out of the AFCON, took a plane back, and 1 day later scored the game-winning goal for Athletic Bilbao over Barcelona. Barcelona is now 11 points off the top. Girona are still atop La Liga, which is madness. Speaking of La Liga, these guys were at a traffic stop in Madrid and legit saw Jude Bellingham. And hey, oh, no, wait, I didn't see this far. The bro jumped out of the car to get a selfie. Oh, God, man. One thing doing this show every week has taught me is I would never want to be a footballer. You legit have no privacy. You can't even drive down the road without fans jumping out of their cars, swarming you for a picture. Look at this. The rest of the car gets out. Yo, that's wild. Like, give this man some space. Like, other cars are trying to move as well. Yo, you're at a traffic light. Listen, as a pro football player, you get the money, the glory, the fame, but you have to pay a price of, like, you can never go walk outside again in your life without getting swarmed by people. And we're gonna end this segment with PSG, who dropped their 4th kit. Honestly, one of my favorite looking kits I've seen this year, man. It's almost like a camo weaved into the design of this shirt. Also sponsored by Jordan. Jordan, I feel like, has done an amazing job, like, integrating themselves into football. Even though it's a basketball brand, yeah, it's a little weird, but I love this shirt. Like, 10 out of 10 for me. Right, up next, let's go 60 seconds in America. All right, as I'm recording this video, Inter Milan is playing Al Hilal. Like, legit, this was just 5 minutes ago. Messi looks like he scored a penalty from the spot. This is my first time seeing this. That is an amazing pen. This also happened as well during this match. A player from Al Hilal hit the C in front of Messi. Meanwhile, Neymar injured, can't play during the match. Seems like he's too busy eating donuts. All right, more on like Neymar's appearance a bit later on in this video. I'm sorry to absolutely roast you, Neymar, but it had to be done. This was crazy news. Over the past weekend, EAFC leaked like half of the new MLS shirts. Yeah, so look at this. EA put a bunch of the new shirts this season in the game before the clubs actually released them. We got Montreal, we have the New York City FC, we got Austin FC, Nashville, who else? New England, Whitecaps FC, Sounders FC. I really like that one. Imagine you're a club who's worked like months on your new jersey reveal. You're about to release like your video or whatever you have planned, and then EA just leaks all the shirts and ruins all of that. This was one of my favorites from Charlotte FC. But yeah, leave it to EA to just ruin everything. And a massive signing coming out of MLS this week. I know MLS, people think it's a retirement league, which it can be at times, but FC Dallas have just signed a Benfica wonder kid for 10 mil. His name is Pitar Musa, and I'm so excited to see how this man performs in MLS. We're getting young players. I know they don't get talked about, like, ever, because only Messi gets talked about in this league, which does suck at times. Listen, this is what football has the potential to do in this country. This was the 1994 World Cup final. This was 30 years ago. That is crazy to think that was 30 years ago. We can do this. I know it's a World Cup, right? Like, World Cup is very different than MLS, but this can be done, and it will be. Trust me. Right, that is a very quick one. We might be around the 60-second mark. Could you imagine the scenes, boys? Up next, we got our goals of the week. Starting with his banger from Norwich out of the FA Cup. Look at this goal right here against Liverpool as well, man. Woo, Norwich. You don't hear a lot from them much nowadays. Back in the championship, I believe, but that one was nice. All right, up next, watch this goal. Ignore the size of this man, but look at the rocket of a foot number 35 has right here. Look at this. All right, we have been making fun of Neymar a bit today for his size, but this man, on the other hand, I'm telling you right now, this man is better than me at football. Like 10, 20, 30 times better than me at football. It's actually very impressive. Look at that. Up next, we have a group of nuns playing football, and I believe they scored based off of the the celebration and the reaction. Last week we had a priest who scored. This week we have a group of nuns, and look at the pitch they have as well, man. That is a beautiful looking football pitch. Warning to all those out there, this next clip is the miss of the week. Let's take this one full screen. I'm gonna try to narrate it. So a missed clearance, goalkeeper muffs it, should be an open net, back heel of dreams, gets caught in the water in front of the goal, cleared out, another deflection. They're desperately trying to clear this ball. Maybe a handball right there, and then kicks it straight over. One of the craziest sequences you will ever see. We talk about this puddle right in front of goal, though. This was going to be an amazing back heel, and then the ball just gets stuck, right? So many of you sent submissions for goals of the week, and there were so many, in fact, that I am going to make a separate video this week with all of the goals you submitted, and I'm going to react to all of them. So if you still haven't submitted a goal, make sure to do that very, very soon. There's still time left. Tweet me your goal, and I promise I will react to it this week on the channel. All right, up next, let's turn on meme mode. And yes, I've been waiting until meme mode to talk about this more in depth. Listen, I'm sorry, Neymar. Listen, you're not fat. I know how it works. You're injured. You can't really move much. You have a few, I don't know, burgers or ice cream, whatever. Apparently these photos were taken at Romario's birthday party. Neymar was photographed in. He also has like a big jacket on as well. I also think this has a lot to do with the angle of the photo. I don't think he's actually gained that much weight. He probably has gained a bit because naturally when you get injured, when you can't train every day, you're gonna put on some weight. You have to. It's just, yeah, when Twitter gets a hold of images like this, it's hard not to tweet about them and post them, right? This has 20 million views. That is mad. We had this happen over the past weekend. Griezmann with a penalty against Sevilla. Yeah, just watch. Oh, man. Slips, falls, misses. Poor Griezmann. Right up next, we have a referee who runs out on the pitch and tackles a player. What seems to be no reason at all. This looks like kids, man. These look like teenagers. This can't be that serious, man. What? I've never seen such a thing. My best guess is you see the coaches on the sideline. They had to be just in the ear of this referee all game complaining about calls, and the referee just got fed up. He got tired, and he's like, yo, if you're going to keep harassing me, I'm going to harass one of your players. All right, we're back with more dogs on this show. We have a goalkeeper dog today. Watch this. This is looks like it's coming out of Argentina. Look at the dog coming up, making a big save, plays it back to his teammate, clears it from the back. Right here again. Watch this. Watch the save. Look at the save. Catches the ball straight in his mouth. Yo, Air Bud, better watch out. You got some competition right here, man. All right, up next, we have a pitch invader chasing a referee off the pitch. Right. Coaches stop him. Why is the referee running? What was he saying to the referee that caused him to just sprint towards the tunnel? I want to know so bad. We're going to end right here with Pirlo getting absolutely attacked by one of his players. Listen, they're celebrating, and then there's trying to strangle a man, and I think that's what this was right here. What? Pirlo's face says it all, man. Bro was caught so off guard. Right, we're going to end this week's episode with BFord's Ballon d'Or. I don't think it's only right if BFord's Ballon d'Or goes to Maidstone United. I cannot wait to see how far this team makes it in the FA Cup. I really want to see them. Imagine if they played at Wembley. That would be incredible. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to stay tuned this week. I'm going to be reacting to all of your goals in a video. Click to watch this different video on my second channel. I react to football tattoos. We'll see you boys for the next one.